This is Barracuda Buzz coming to you for another episode of Buzz's Garage! Well, we're here and I got the fucking phone ringing off the hook. Mikey, what's going on?
What's going on there, Elvin?
You can see that I got the deck lid on already, and that fits fine. Everything's cool on that. But we're gonna go jump to the subframe connectors. They will tie in this unibody frame on this Mopar. We got subframe connectors and I cleaned them up. They're 25 years old now, so these are old school style, but I ain't paying $170 to get a pair of new ones. So it's already form fitted to the frame. I just might have to open it up a little bit just because the fact that I welded new plating all on the frame, so it's just got to be widened out a little bit. The other end goes towards the front, so this end goes towards the front of the vehicle, and this is in the back. What I'll show you is we got the frame connector, and we had the front holes drilled out from having it in previously 25 years ago. So they're located up right next to where the sway bar is. And of course we had holes drilled right next to the sway bar. So you gotta just make sure that it's right next to the sway bar and fits in and mock it up. So we got it mocked up into place. We rebent these to open them up to fit inside of the slot. Now we have a jack here where we have opened up to fit into the frame, and it fits into the frame there. You can see where the line is marked. Okay, up there, the white mark. Up there, that's where the top of it's gonna be welded at. On this side now you have to contend with is the sway bar. And the sway bar is here. See these two holes here? This is what we have. This is our piece that goes on the opposite side that the bolts go through. Okay? And that is fit right there. Drill them out accordingly. So you're in between both. You're basically in between that sway bar and the hole where your brake line goes through. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack this up, and you're going to see where this fits up into this frame. Now I'm using a piece of block here, and I'll get it to get started and keep it held there right into place. Now while I do that, I'm going to jump to this side and get this set in place. Now we gotta release some here. And what I do is I'll release one end, I'll release this back end totally. So we got more movement. And now we fit both studs into here, and we got a gap. So we're gonna put on our plate. And then we'll put on our studs, washers and the nuts, and we're gonna pull this subframe this way to connect this connector to this, pull it up against the frame more. Because there's a gap. There's that gap right there. This is what we want to pull this in. So we're going to do that the quickest way. And if you guys don't have in your mitts these tools, then you're fucked. Because that's the only way to go. That one's in, and pulled it in all the way. You want to get this other one. Okay, now in the rear, we're gonna jack this up. All right, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen here. It's actually gonna lift that bitch right off of the frame, right off of the rails. You can see how tight this fits up into here. Okay, that's as far up as we can go. You see that, how much of a gap is left there for the frame. Now, all we're doing is getting a little bit of this steel welded up or bolted up onto there. Okay, so we're gonna clamp this in and we're gonna pull it together and we're gonna weld that. Well, we can see how this side is clamped up, and I'm going to show you how this looks. Okay, you can see the bow on the subframe right here. It's bowed in. That's the way this subframe fits. Now the newer ones probably don't do that, but these ones do. And you can see how I got it clamped there, and yeah, it's gonna be a bitch to get into. Yeah, we just gotta weld. So get to it. We'll weld them in the spots. So cover your eyes. So just remember, we got to weld on this opposite side too, where we marked it. Keep the process going. We're welding on this other side here because it'll strengthen this frame up a little bit more on this opposite side too. So that's the reason why we're welding this up. Okay, now you can see where I welded here. And I welded right there too. Welded up along there. It's not gonna have to be welded all the way, just not tack it, but you know. And then you can see where I welded there. Top and bottom. And then you got welds up in there. Up in the top and right there. So that's basically what it looks like. So from level from the car, you see that bottom hanging out just slightly. So that's it. We welded the subframe connectors. You'll follow the same procedure to the other side, which I'm going to take a break now and get ready to do that in a little bit. But it takes some time. Just do it right. Measure, mark, before you cut any holes, drill any holes, and fit it on there. They call it mock fit, and we call it. So you mock fit and clamp it, and if everything lines up right, then you're ready to go. So hopefully that helped you out. Remember, look for my videos on YouTube, or on my Facebook, Buzz Jones. Don't get it wrong. And stay tuned next time on Buzz's Garage!